Well, it's been a while since I uploaded a video, but I figured get an update in here on what my garden looks like and what things you're doing, and I guess just to get on record to see how much things change. So, first things first, that is all that is left of a couple pumpkins that I planted here. I think that's one. Yeah, that's one. Hadn't done much. Guess I could. Yeah, you think this is a lot of weeds? Wait till you see the rest of it. I call it minimal intrusive gardening. Others would call me a fat lazy bastard. Hey, whatever. I don't care. Weeds are everywhere. But hey, I guess it'll break down real nice over the winter when I throw another layer over. So there she is, my one glorious pumpkin that didn't do anything. I'm surprised it's made it that far. And I actually haven't really watered over here too much. I mean, this gets some spray from the hose, but that's not too much. I don't even remember the names of any of these plants, so I mean kale, yeah, obviously, but I don't have anything off the top of my head, so I mean that didn't do too bad. There's too many here. I was eating it. Not a big kale fan to begin with, I guess. That's what I learned. But I have learned that my dogs prefer this one over the red Russian kale. Whatever. Good for them, I guess. Little jerk chewed down a lot of it. Oh, God, I just noticed that. Yes. Beefsteak, I think. Awesome. So, here's my tomato bed. Guess we just saw beefsteaks, how good they're doing. I got blooms coming out everywhere and tomatoes coming out, and then, I mean, I planted these way too close, so I've got one here, got another one here, got another one in this cage here, have another guy right here, and then this cherry tomato. These are 6-foot pickets from the bottom to the top, and I don't know, maybe they're 5 feet tall so far. And it's beginning of July, so not too bad. I wonder how big it's going to get. Hopefully not too much bigger. I guess maybe I'll pull some weeds while I'm walking through here. I believe these. So I mean, how many are we on so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. Cherry tomatoes 5. Heritage 6. Heritage 7. Heritage 8. Heritage 9. And that's just one side of the box. And I mimicked it the exact same on the other. So too many tomatoes for one little area, but they seem to be enjoying it so far. And I mean, I've got cherry tomatoes coming out everywhere. I'm not going to be able to keep up with this stuff. They're going crazy on me. I'm going to walk to this side because the sun's setting and I can't see anything at all. But okay, we'll go this way. So we got the kale. Guess the bugs are liking it, so it's not a healthy plant, right? I don't know. Still feels good. I haven't been very good at coming out here and eating it either, so it's been sitting here for a while. The first Jack Be Little. These guys ain't doing too much this year. I've never grown them, so I don't know how fast they do grow or how fast they don't grow. Another kale. Another red Russian kale. My peppers haven't done anything, so I had to replant a lot of them, so I'm hoping them are coming up. But I mean, I've got some plants coming, they're doing okay. And then I got so many weeds in here. Good Lord. This side of the bed's doing a lot better for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, there's that damn sun again. I guess I better come back over here. All right, now these big leaf fellas here, those are from them pumpkins that started the volunteer pumpkins, I guess. The ones that I threw in the bed and composted over last winter, and a bunch of them actually sprouted on me. And I let them go so I can see what they can do. Well, I actually I am getting a pumpkin off of it. Go figure. right next to that vine, which, yeah, that I'm almost stepping on, runs that way. But then right next to it is another Jack B. Little that I'm trying to get to come up through the fence here, climb up on it, and I'll take it across. Another Jack B. Little. I shoved a stick in there to help him crawl up. This bed here was beans and carrots. I don't know how long it takes carrots to grow, but I haven't eaten any of them yet. Pulled out a couple small ones, but it tasted good. So I guess can't wait until the rest of them come up. And then beans. Never grown beans before, and I never realized how easy they were to grow. I've got beans coming up out everywhere. I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do with all the beans. So, going down that plant. This box had the majority of the pumpkins that came up, and it drowned out my kale. I mean, kale's still growing, I think, but really drowned out this side of it, though. I don't even see a kale down in there. But my whole bed of lettuce greens and kale and carrots and onions and gone. All gone to the pumpkin patch. But it's weird though, because I don't know if there's what's going on, because these guys took off like a bat out of hell, and now that's it. They're done. They're not growing. They're turning yellow on me. They're not producing any. Well, wasn't banking on them producing anything anyways, because some of them could have been hybrid seeds, so I don't know. Some of them could have been sugar pumpkin seeds. I think that's what they're called, whatever. But this thing consumed my entire first box and tried getting into my second box. I had to sit out here every day and train the vines elsewhere, pinch some vines off and do what I gotta do. Another Jack B. Little. Another Jack B. Little. The dogs found out that they like to pee on my fence. Doesn't look so bad there. And they pretty much killed one of my Jack B. Littles, but they're also suppressing the weeds that I am too lazy to pull. So as these weeds grew up like hell, the dogs came and killed them all for me. So this side of the box left empty, and I learned that I did not like the taste of that lettuce. So now it's going to seed, and I don't care. Don't like that lettuce. This tiny little fella here is a weed mixed with kale, mixed with that kale, and if you notice, it looks like a deer has been in here. Actually, it's been my dog. It's right here at the dinner plate size for him, so he just picks his head up into here and nibbles off all of my kale down to the bottom, which is fine because he saw the other plants. See, look at that right there. That's what he does. So learned that I'm not a big kale or lettuce or spinach eater, so next year I'll limit it to just half of a box of that stuff, and maybe I'll do better next year. Get lost, out of here, get out of here. Another Jack B. Little. Yeah, I got a lot of pumpkins. Don't ask me why. Cucumbers are finally taking off. I overplanted those too, but we'll see what happens. So, but that's the only one right now. Going that far up, there's cucumbers all along the back of each box. So, onions, don't ask me what I'm doing with it because they're still growing, I believe. But I don't know if I planted them wrong or what, but oh yeah, look, it's growing. Never mind. A couple of them got pulled up somehow. Maybe it was me being careless or whatever. Oh, there's another weed. Oh, that one's in there good. Lay cardboard down before you lay wood chips down. Consumed with weeds. But then again, it's been really hot. And cantaloupe, I think. So it's been really hot. Jalapeno or cayenne, something. Here in Colorado, low humidity, 90-degree days, and this stuff is just cooking out here. So the mulch and the wood chips, as the top layer dries out, it starts really getting hot over here. But then in the areas like that, where the weeds just vined out and took over everything, a lot cooler, seemed like there's a lot more moisture underneath. So that's another reason why I've been really careless about pulling the weeds up, because with this low moisture, high temperature, high desert Colorado weather, I'm trying it out, see what happens. So my carrot patch that seems to have stopped doing anything, it's kind of been like this for a week now. Not getting any bigger, I don't think, not getting any smaller. So I guess as long as it's not getting smaller, who cares? It's doing something. So the only thing I can hope for is that the roots are just burrowing down in there, and I'm gonna have freaking gigantic carrots that taste great. So I don't know. This little guy here is a tomato that I transplanted, and I don't remember what kind it was because I forget everything. He hasn't done anything either. He hasn't died, he hasn't grown. Well, he's grown a little bit, but he hasn't taken off. That guy there, pitiful. I've already gotten the zucchini off of it, but it's pitiful. That mamma jamma there, gotten several off of that. All right, let's walk over here. Oh, look at those pumpkins. That's it. I haven't done anything either. Nothing like the ones that came out of the box. The ones that came out of the boxes, those things are crazy. This little guy's finally starting to grow. That's another sugar pumpkin. He's finally starting to grow and climb up. Corn has done nothing. Must have gotten a bad packet of seeds because I already replanted the corn, so these are what they're called, pole beans. Behind that is supposed to be my corn. And nothing. So, bad pack, I'm assuming. Because the first time I thought it was too cold, froze it out. Second time I planted several weeks ago, well into the warmer months, and it should have taken off by now. Whatever. So we stuck these little stakes here to keep the vines from like attacking everything, hopefully. I just put those in yesterday, so we'll see how that works. Back to the monster though. I had a zucchini plant last year, and it was big. This thing is humongous. I mean, it's probably 4 feet across from tip of that leaf to the tip of this leaf over here. Jesus. I mean, it's just getting bigger and bigger. Pulled a few zucchinis off it so far. Oh, Jesus, it looks like I got a couple more ready for them. Almost. Maybe another day, maybe two. Beans are going crazy. Like I said, everywhere. I think that's a yellow squash. And then there's another one in there somewhere. And then another one up there. That is my tomatillo. It's flowering. That's good, I guess. Alright. Alright, let's try and jump. Let's not smash anything. Planted this for color in the garden. Everyone says to eat it. I just keep looking at it. Maybe I'll eat it. I mean, it looks good. Looks like it'll taste delicious. Oh well, whatever. Voluntary sunflower from my mammoth sunflower last year. Getting up there. That is a Casper. And I believe this guy is a Casper pumpkin. And that one that I'm training up the fence over there is a sugar pumpkin. So I'm waiting for that one. Training it today because it fell down again. So I'm hoping I'm not like gonna damage the vine because of all this. Here's my okra. Yep, that's how well I did with okra. I don't remember what this guy was. Heritage tomato. I don't know, I had extra, didn't want to throw it in the box. Threw it back here because I figured if it grew, great. If it didn't, who cares? It's kind of out of the way. It's behind this little pine here. So, hey, whatever. Grapevine, finally growing. Tried going off the bottom, but I had to pinch the tips of them. Try and train this thing to get more, to grow more out of the sides. But these side shoots don't want to do anything. I mean, they're finally starting to take off. But like this side here, this guy just does not want to push anything out. It's been a rough year for the grapevine anyways. We replaced the fence and I think my neighbor thought it was something else and took a tug on it pretty hard. So I think he kind of had to recover. Big empty space. Had a lot of crap in there that I planted, but none of them came through. Probably part of the weeds because I did go through a weeding phase and pull a bunch of weeds up. So I'm assuming that I probably grabbed a hold of a couple of my plants and yanked them up too because nothing came up. No Anaheims, no cayennes, no jalapenos, no whatever else I threw in here. Nothing. So I replanted it all again. Bell peppers, Anaheims, jalapenos, cayennes, serranos. Seen a couple peek up, but we'll see if they can catch up and give me something for the season. More beans. God, I'd die with beans. So here's this little fella here. I'm going to train him up on that wire all the way across if I can, if it goes. The sun's behind a cloud, now I can come over here and bell peppers. Some are good, some are not. Some had to get replanted again and come back up for some more fun. I don't know. Good year for garden though. Oh, it's so awesome. Love it. And I've got this little robin. I don't know where he's at. That little guy is not afraid of anything. He just sits out here and feeds. He loves this entire patch. Every day I come out here, it looks like, you know, he's got several holes dug through the wood chips picking up food. I mean, he'll sit here and jump around me. I mean, he's not going to get too close. He'll get within like maybe 8 feet. But usually when I start walking around, birds fly off. And this little guy he does not care. He's on his own program and he loves it. I don't know. There it is. I don't know what else to say, I guess. Hope to see some updates. Kind of curious on what everyone else is doing compared to mine. If you leave a comment, don't make fun of my weeds. I don't care. All right, bye.